But the facts are that the climate is changing. And the climate is changing at an incredibly accelerated rate that is completely consistent with human industrial activity. And it's terrifying. I just ran a climate change meeting at my institute. It is terrifying how the real facts of climate change, especially in my country, are not discussed at all. I'm very proud of Australia because of its carbon tax, to tell you the truth.
Our debate in Australia, and this is where I would absolutely disagree, Lawrence, is about the fact that our emissions go up, not down, under the carbon tax. So the big thing about the carbon tax is it doesn't actually reduce emissions. Our emissions go up, not down. And so for everybody who's concerned about climate change, the first thing you'd say is, heck, actually, it doesn't do the job.
Okay, all right.
Then it affects families.
On that score, I have to bring in Tanya Plibersek.
I need to respond to a number of those assertions. Actually, we've seen already emissions coming down from electricity, 8.6% since carbon pricing was introduced. That's a very important success. You've also got Greg's saying, oh, there's not really much debate in Australia about the science. His leader described himself first as a weather vane on climate change, and then he said it was bullshit. And this is the man who wants to be Prime Minister.
That is...
So you take that with a grain of caution. And then Greg says, well, the real debate is how we deal with it. Yeah, we are dealing with it by putting a price on carbon pollution, because mostly people respond when you make something more expensive, they use less of it, and we want the big polluters to pollute less, to innovate. Greg's proposal is that he should use taxpayers' money to give to large companies on the off chance that they might reduce their emissions sometime in the future. So we use the money from the big polluters to change the way that that people use electricity, and we have the opposition that say we use taxpayers' money to pay it to the big polluters in the hope that something will change in the future.